If you want to get in contact with me, the best way to do it is on Instagram. If you just want to say what up, if you want to tell me you love my videos, you can tell me that you hate my videos, the best way to do that is on Instagram. Peace, y'all. Jonny Fastlane here. So, Kodak Black drops a freestyle and a documentary from prison, and Stove God Cooks drops his debut album. Plus, Ebro tries to set up Lil Baby. Let's talk hip-hop.
This for the little kids in Africa, stomach touching they back. And the kids in China been eat bats for a snack. They need to be wiser. And I ain't talking blood, cause Corona got the whole world in fear. They done free 300 people, and they need to grab it. Cause there's some niggas talking about they wanna stab it. I wonder what's gonna be the excuse when the world ending. And I'm just hoping when it do, I ain't in prison. When another nigga bosses my dick itching. And my lady ain't been writing me, she missed me. Yeah! I ain't gonna lie, I be feeling like crying. I'm fake beefing with my celly cause he's shitting all the time. I'm trying to stay updated with this hip-hop shit. And my son don't answer the phone, he on the TikTok shit. And COVID-19 ain't got nothing to do with me. Cause I'm for 1800 block, it ain't got nothing to do with me. Yeah! TikTok bangers, I need a motherfucking deal. And I love my life bad cause he the GOAT for real.
Alright, yo, so that's a freestyle with Kodak Black, right? And this is kind of dope, right? So it's new, it's current, it just came out the other day. He uploaded it, or whoever uploaded it on Kodak Black's Instagram, right? And the whole situation is nobody's really doing any jail visits anymore because of coronavirus, and they don't want to get the jail and the prison population like all infected with it. So they're doing like virtual visits and stuff like that over video, right? So whoever Kodak Black is talking to on this end, who's, you know, chilling in a crib or whatever like that, was talking to Kodak Black, and they recorded it off the video with their phone, right? And then you see Kodak Black just rapping. He's talking about, like, you know, fake beefing with his cellmate because his cellmate keeps shitting all the time, right? He's talking about wearing another nigga's boxes and how his dick keeps itching. He's talking about he just hopes that when the world ends that he's not locked up in prison anymore. It's crazy. He's even talking about like his girl in this small little clip of a freestyle. It's only 1 minute long, but he's talking about his girl not answering his calls anymore. But it still seems like he's in good spirits, you know, because I feel like Kodak Black is like really built for this shit, right? But hopefully he learned his lesson by now. Also, he talks about how he's just like calling his son, but his son ain't picking up the phone because he's too busy, you know, on TikTok and social media and everything like that. And the whole situation is crazy, right? Now, Kodak Black is trying to stay in good spirits. He got transferred from whatever prison that he was. So first of all, he was in a prison that was in Miami. Then they transferred him to like another prison in like, I don't know, Tennessee or something like that. But now he's actually in a prison that's upstate New York because he's about to go on trial for his second charge that he had when he got caught with all those guns coming back from Canada into the US, right? So he's here now and we'll see what happens. He pled guilty to that charge, and the judge actually said that they'll grant him the ability to run those charges concurrent with his current charges that he's facing right now, right? Or that he's serving right now. So I think he probably is going to get 2 years for that gun charge, you know, in upstate New York, which is okay because he's still serving a 3-year prison sentence for a gun charge in Miami. And since it's going to run concurrent, he's only going to have to do like 3 years or probably like 2.5 years, and then he'll be out of prison anyway, right? And then also on Kodak Black's Instagram, they also dropped like a documentary with the guy who created like the free Kodak, you know, t-shirts and campaigns and everything like that, right? I mean, it was so fire because he was talking about how, y'all know, Kodak Black is always in and out of prison. This ain't the damn first time Kodak Black been in jail, right? So he's talking about when he created that free Kodak Black t-shirt, he did it like 4 years ago during the summertime when like a bunch of unarmed black men kept being shot by the cops. He was talking about Alton Sterling specifically being in front of a store, being shot 3 or 4 times by the police when he was unarmed just because he was like selling like CDs or like whatever in the front of the store. And he said that inspired him to come out with the free Kodak Black t-shirts, which is weird because Kodak Black never got shot by the police, but I guess it's like our people, you know, are just, you know, keep getting, you know, underserved, and our people are just not being treated well by, you know, the law. So I guess he was just kind of feeling like, man, I gotta help out Kodak, right? Which is cool and dope, right? But anyway, let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Yo, this is fire, right? Because Stove God Cooks, or Aaron Cooks, dropped his debut album, Reasonable Drought, right? And for y'all that don't know, but you should, you know, Stove God is from upstate New York, Syracuse, right? And he's just so fire and so lyrical. So the entire album was produced by Rock Marcy, right? And it is fire. So the way that it just opens up to the way that it ends is just so cinematic, and everything flows together so well because there's only one producer on the entire project, right? There are no features, and I'm telling you right now, Cooks is just beating you over the head lyrically, right? So, all right, this is fire because it's like the perfect balance between like hood, street, dope boy, hustler music, and, you know, conscious, you know, third eye open, God body music, right? It's the perfect mix. It's like hood music for the conscious nigga, or it could be conscious music for the hood nigga, but either way, it is fire, right? So Stove God Cooks, he's rapping about, you know, having your third eye open, God being an alien, flat earth. But on the same token, he's also rapping about, you know, whipping dope in the kitchen and selling half a brick in the church parking lot and having $400,000 stashed away somewhere for a rainy day. You know what I'm saying? It's fire, right? He's like, yo, I relate to Remy Ma because back in those days, $1,000 was a lot, my nigga, and I would have shot a bitch too for a stack. You know what I'm saying? Like everything is so fire, right? 12 tracks. The first single off of that was Break the Pyrex, and that was fire, but my favorite joint on it has to be Cocaine Cologne, right? Still smelling like a brick right now. That shit is so fire, right? Anyway, it's on Tidal, it's on all streaming platforms, it's on iTunes, it's on Spotify. Check it out. Let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. Alright, so yesterday, Ebro does an interview with Lil Baby. Well, Lil Baby does an interview with Ebro, right, on Beats One Radio, not on Hot 97, right? And Ebro be killing me, right? Because, and, oh man, I don't want to start it off like this, but every young rapper, and Lil Baby, all right, yeah, I guess he's young, or I would say like every new rapper, Ebro, like, I don't know why he takes it among himself to be like, I'm the guard dog of hip hop, right? Like, who are you up in my hip hop? And where do you gonna contribute, right? So Ebro always tries to like test young niggas who step in hip hop, and it's just funny and weird because I'm sure that maybe somebody tested Ebro, I don't know his personal life, but I mean, like, come on, let these young niggas, whatever, do their thing, but whatever, right? So anyway, it's more of that. He's on the interview with Lil Baby, and a lot of people on social media was getting at Ebro for coming at Kodak Black, right? For coming at Lil Uzi Vert. So Ebro is a smart nigga though, and so he kind of calmed it down and is trying to be a little bit more slick with the way that he's trying to come at you or set you up or make you, you know, look like you're a dumbass, or maybe make you look like you don't know what you're talking about, or maybe look like you're not that great of a rapper or person or whatever, right? So he's sitting down with Lil Baby, and Lil Baby held his own, and Lil Baby was on point with this interview, right? Because here comes the ooh-wop-de-doo, right? Here's Ebro talking about, oh, you're 25 years old. Copy. He starts talking about an age, right? Every time he starts talking about the age of some rapper, you know where he's about to go. Oh, you 25 when Ebro's like 40, right? Oh, you 25. That's interesting because when Jay-Z came out with his debut album, Reasonable Doubt, he was 26. And it seems like as far as your life's timeline goes, Lil Baby, you are further along than Jay-Z. What says you, Lil Baby, right? And I guess Ebro wanted Lil Baby to be like, hell yeah, I'm better than Jay-Z. Fuck that, I'm 25. I already got a couple albums out. I got $1 million in the bank. Jay-Z wasn't on my level till he was 26, and that first album didn't do good, and what, right? And then I'm sure that if Lil Baby said that, Ebro was going to get at him, or that would have been a great headline for Ebro's Lil interview, and it would have went crazy viral, right? But Lil Baby held it down, right? He said, I don't really look at things like that. You know why? Because times are different. It's the year 2020. When Jay-Z dropped, it was 1996. So I have more access at the age of 25 than he did. I have 10 million followers on Instagram. Jay-Z didn't have that back in that day. He had to get it, you know, how he lived, hand by hand, you're on the foot, on the pavement. So Jay-Z did the best with what he had, whereas I'm doing the best with what I have. And yeah, sure, I guess maybe it seems like I'm farther along than Jay-Z in life, but I'm not, bro. I'm not. I'm so not, right? And it was crazy the way that he just kind of slid out of that okie doke that Ebro was trying to tie him up in. And then the interview kept going, right? It was a short ass interview. It was like only 7 or 8 minutes long. You know, they got in and got out of there. Lil Baby said everything that he had to say. He talked about how he basically wants to have $100 million liquid cash in the bank in 5 years or so. And I thought it was just really dope, and he represented himself the right way. You know what I'm saying? But let me know what y'all think about this and everything else in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell. Follow me at Jonny Fastlane on Instagram, and y'all already know what to do. Peace.